good people, and maybe not so good people. That is something that you would decide about yourself. But either way, you here with us, yo kings, yo monarchy of wrestling. Your man Cool McCain. Beside me is this guy over here, the playmaker. There you go. He hiding again, but he around there somewhere. And for the second week in a row, we are joined by the homie, the OG,
Mm.
Mr. Cole Johnson.
Man, you do me such on the cool. Thank you. It's good to be amongst the Kangs. Uh, good evening, Monarchs. It is wonderful to do this with you again.
Absolutely, absolutely. Playmaker, you are uncharacteristically quiet. Is everything okay, sir?
Doing my job, homie. Doing my job, making sure I get the show out. Because
I got you. I got you.
woo!
All right. So Daniel Berry
That
Sports is
weekend.
comment on us with the afternoon. What's up, DB? Appreciate you hopping in, checking us out.
Oh, and I do have a bone to pick. I have a bone to pick tonight. I do have
A bone to pick. You
Only one?
Yes, I do. I have a bone.
Only
you
one?
you have a bone to pick?
Only
You know,
one.
as I was doing my research, I figured out something that's a little AEW style, but is in WWE. So yes, I have a bone to pick.
Oh,
I have a bone to pick.
you mean of the sort?
Yeah.
Oh Lord.
Yeah. I have a bone to pick. I have a bone to pick.
Mm.
Which is
We're
quite
gonna start
interesting
off-
because that's exactly where we're starting off to, ladies and gentlemen. As we did last week, we're doing it again this week. NXT
Well, actually,
and TNA.
we're doing it a little different this week. So moving forward, because I believe they're one show at this point, it's just an
Yeah.
extension of each other.
TNA NXT.
We're gonna do TNA and NXT together.
That's what I was saying.
Yeah, so it's really TNA NXT.
We're doing TNA and NXT together.
We're gonna call it. We're gonna start calling it NXTNA. That's what we're gonna call it from now. It's NXTNA. That's what it is here. It's NXTNA. So from
NXTNA.
now on, moving forward here on your Monarchs, and when you're looking at what we're talking about, you're gonna see NXTNA because that's what it is.
NXTNA. Okay.
That's what it is at this point.
So let's go back to Tuesday, shall we?
We'll start in chronological order. Go ahead with
Let's go
NXT,
back.
sir.
We'll go back to Tuesday, shall we? So we open up the card with the Women's North American Championship match between Stephanie Vaquera and Karma Petrovic.
Mhm.
We all know who won this match. There's no need to do it. It was her first title defense, so we know who won. It's what took place after Stephanie won her match. That made things interesting. The NXT Women's Champion Julia comes out, and they both have they say.
Mhm.
And Julia gets down to business.
Yes.
NXT Roadblock, Madison Square Garden, title for title, champion versus champion.
Mm.
Ava signed off on it. So your main event, as of right now, for Roadblock at Madison Square Garden, the NXT Women's Champion going against the NXT North American Women's Champion. Both titles will be on the line.
How they gonna screw that up?
Here's the crazy thing.
So
I didn't know this. Before
background
you go, Cool,
information.
I didn't know this.
Go ahead.
Stephanie and Julia actually know each other very well.
Yeah, they're friends. They're friends in real life. Yeah.
Mhm.
I did not know that. So I'm like, wow, this is an
And-
interesting way to kick off this new era.
Mhm.
So to give y'all a little quick bit of information on that, one of these champions is injured. So in order not to have to put the
All right.
championship on somebody else, they're gonna have one of them be a double champion until the other one returns healthy. I'm gonna let y'all figure out which one it is. But one
I
of them is
already
hurt.
know. I already
If
know.
they put out who's hurt, you'll know who's gonna win the match. You know what, man?
Oh,
This is the
I know who.
Monarchs. This is what we wanna do.
I know who won it now.
That queer is gonna be a double champion after that.
I'm
How about
say
that? I'm gonna put it out there.
my South
Stephanie Queer is
African
gonna be a
demon
Yeah,
double
gonna
champion.
be-
Seth Vicarious is
She's
gonna
not
be double
hurt.
champion. Yeah, I agree. I was
She's
gonna
not
say
hurt.
I think that's what they're going with it. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So Julia is hurt. Ashley sucks.
That does.
And this
suck.
is the way to get the cut off her until she's healthy and still put it on somebody strong.
But Stephanie, I'm loving me some Stephanie. I'm sorry.
How can you not, man? I mean,
Stephanie got some
she looks good. She moves well in the ring, and it looks like if she straightens up her English, she's good on the mic too. I'm like, geez, all right.
Whew, I'm loving her. From that big announcement to something that we didn't think we would see right away in 2025. The TNA X Division champion being defended on NXT. Moose defending against the Heritage Cup champion, Lexis King.
Can I just say one quick thing? Can we just get rid of the Heritage Cup? Either make it some type of little championship or crown or something. But carrying around a big cup looks stupid.
Thank you. This is not a football club or a soccer team. Heritage Cup.
Shameless plug. Shout out to Alex Agazar, who is covering FC Dallas for the MLS.
Oh my goodness gracious!
Lexis King put on the hell of a match.
The person who wins the title to actually have a soccer jersey. I'm sorry, my bad. Continue.
Lexis King put up a hell of a fight. Gave Moose everything he can handle. I think it was a good showing for Lexis King. It was a very good showing for Lexis King, but it wasn't enough. Come on now. You can't settle the match of the year and have one of the competitors lose their title.
No, that wasn't gonna happen.
So Lexis King, great fight, but you end up against Moose. And afterwards, the music hit. The ruler came down to the ring. We must have this match. So at the roadblock, currently from the NXT title, not the TNA X Division title, currently from the NXT title, it will be Obafemi defending against Moose.
Moose.
That is interesting.
That might be the main event. Who knows?
Hey, if
I'm thinking it's being enjoyed that way.
If our number one female fan is watching, this is two big meaty men for you.
Oh Lord.
No comment.
Yes. To the wonderful woman who loves the men. Which of the beefcakes do you like more?
She's probably busy at the moment, but she can't even say that right now. But all right, the return that we did not expect to have in NXT because they was never part of NXT to begin with. The Hardy Boys step foot for the first time in NXT to take on NQCC. Of course, you know who's going to win this match. I mean, come on.
No quarter catch crew, just for those that may not know the.
Yeah, it's just a matter of how long it was going to take for them to actually do the job.
Right.
Took a minute. That match took some time. So I can say, no quarters had a good showing. They didn't look like jobbers.
That's good.
They didn't look like jobbers. I agree with that.
Mm-hmm. That's good.
They didn't look like jobbers, but we know who's going to win this match.
Mm-hmm.
Especially if they returning and it's their first time ever stepping in NXT. Come on now. We're talking about Hall of Famers here.
Right. Yeah, at WWE return. Yeah, true.
And then the NXT Tag Team Champions came out.
Nathan
Paxion.
Next.
They had a conversation with the TNA Tag Team Champions. And as it sits right now, the TNA Tag Team Champions will be defending that roadblock against Paxion. And if you want to know why Cool said what he said, opening to say that NXT and TNA are pretty much one show now, this is why.
It pretty much is one show. I mean, they cross-pollinate every Impact and NXT.
Cross-pollinate. They do. So that's why it's NXTNA in my opinion for now. That's why I'm gonna be calling it.
You're right.
So you have 3 matches on the card thus far. There will be more added, I'm pretty sure, but I do have a bone to pick when we get there.
It's a Madison Square Garden card, so you know it's gonna be more.
There's gonna be more matches, but those are 3 we got right now.
If Hunter was booking it, this might be it, but he not.
Oh wow! Are you saying, sir, that
sometimes less is more?
Are you saying, sir, that Mr. Levesque likes to book very few matches on a PLE?
I am.
Oh wow!
He'd probably slide one more if it was him. He'd make it 4. Yeah.
hey! Ain't it coming from the guy who said sometimes less is more?
That's what you be saying.
Mr. complaining about AEW pay-per-views when they be having 12 matches.
Hey, them pay-per-views be 7 hours.
Good Lord.
That's too long.
Less is more.
They so long you can cut them in half and it still might be too long. That's too long.
Well, I mean, they have to get all the flips in. I mean, they have to get all the gymnastic routines need to have at least a good amount of time for us to actually sample so we can lift all the 6s and the 10s that's possible.
Not 6s and 10s.
Not 6s and 10s, bro. No.
6s and 10s, all right.
And then you do got to do booking matches that's in a powder hurricane every day. So that too.
Well, Cole Johnson, thank you for the segue. Because speaking of 10s, in my book,
okay,
we finally got to see Lola Vice back in NXT. Took forever.
Yeah, it took a while.
And for some reason, Aria Grace had to be the one to get in the ring with Lola Vice. Out of all people, Miss NXT. Why is she Miss NXT?
I have Ariana Grace actually looks very tasty, right? Tasty the morsel.
Yeah, she's
pleasant to the eyes.
Yeah, she is.
Yeah, but when I see her, I see Santino, and I'm like, eh.
That's the only issue I have with her. It's not necessarily her looks. It's when I see her, I think, dang, that is Santino's daughter.
Yeah, so I feel wrong, like, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like I feel wrong, but it feels right at the same time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I like Santino, but yeah, that's what I think too. I was like, yeah, man, Ariana, you cute, but man, you are a spitting image of your father. Goodness gracious.
Yeah, but I can't put you in the cake army, Ariana. I wish I could, but I can't, sweetie. I can't do that.
So obviously, we know who won this match. I mean,
Lola's in the cake army.
Oh yes.
That's why I said, speaking of a 10, thanks to Cole Johnson for bringing up the number 10 because Lola Vice is in that category in my book.
Oh yes,
cases.
Yeah. Lola, that's churro cakes. Yes.
Unfortunately, we did get to see somebody who is actually present on the eyes, but annoying when she talks. The United States Women's Champion showed up in NXT.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Tessa Blanchard, but okay.
I say easy on the eyes as well, but annoying when she talks.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Chelsea Green showed up on NXT.
Chelsea Green.
She's so annoying to the point where she didn't even know she put herself and Piper Niven in a match with Zarya and Soruka.
Oh, good Lord. That she I have to give Chelsea credit. I think she knows her assignment. I gotta give her credit. She knows her assignment. She could probably be the most boring of a baby face possible because she has the looks and out of character, she's very pleasing and pleasant. But the fact that she's so annoying just draws you into her. And it's like, yeah, I want to see you have a comeuppance, but you're entertaining.
And Piper just standing there like, why?
And Piper,
like, why?
For such a straight woman, she is such a clown. I'm like, oh my gosh.
I'm gonna let y'all have the that whole piece that y'all.
You got something to say? I can tell.
No, cool.
I'm gonna let y'all
Unload,
have
bro. I'll let y'all have it. Oh man.
Let y'all have it.
Wow. He said, I'll let y'all have it.
I'm gonna
Because
let
he
y'all have
want to say something so bad. Doesn't involve
Oh.
words that we normally don't use on this particular program, sir?
it. Absolutely.
That's what I thought. He got something to say. I
You
mean,
know how I feel about Chelsea. That's not how y'all feel.
I said she's pleasing on the eyes. She just annoying when she talks.
She is pleasing on the eyes, but that's the only good thing about Chelsea, in my opinion. And she's more pleasing from the neck down.
Well, no debating there.
Somebody ain't complaining. I know that much.
I mean, I wouldn't be complaining either. I'm just saying.
Oh, you talking Mr. Always Ready? Yeah, well, I hope he ain't.
I hope he is.
Hey, I
always
gotta
ready.
admit though, she's starting to use his finishing move a lot more often now.
Somebody got to use it. Shots fired.
Yeah, she's smart to use it.
Yeah, somebody got to use it because he be on his back all the time.
She says they train. She says they train often, so I'm like, I figured you would use some of Cardona's moves since you train with him so much.
So that happened.
No big.
Matt Cardona.
Yeah, I mean, things happen. Wait. It was just interesting. She put herself in a tag team match, and she didn't even know she put herself in a tag team match.
But that's on brand. Her mouth writes checks that her
Can't cash.
thin-ish behind can't cash. Often.
That her mini cupcakes can't cash.
Right. Because she did that Friday, but I digress.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, ridiculous. And then the most anticipated debut in NXT this year, Ricky Saints teaming with Javon Evans against Wesley and all ego Ethan Page.
So the dude that Trick beat and the dude that Trick slapped the snot out of.
Okay. Before we continue, gentlemen, I get that Wesley is a very entertaining fellow in terms of the ring. But when we take him outside of the ring, what is his purpose? Really?
Who?
Thank you. My point exactly. Three other guys that I really do like watching in Ethan Page, Javon Evans, and Ricky Saints. And what is Wesley doing in that picture?
He need to go get slapped by Trick Williams again. That's what he's there for. Oh,
hope.
Yolanda, you are here. We wanted to you ain't missed the AW talk. We ain't got there yet. But Yolanda, I wanted to let you know that you have the match that I'm sure you like, and we would love to know your thoughts. Big beefy chocolate men. You got Moose and you got Obafemi. So who has the better beefcakes in your opinion? And I'm sure there's other women that may hear or watch this that may want to know how you feel about that. Because obviously we're not judging that, but you can.
Big beefy chocolate men. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Ricky Saint and Javon Evans got the win over Wesley and Ethan Page. That's how we closed out NXT.
Oh man,
we're gonna skip Wednesday.
If you have not caught the post interview with the Sheriff Shriver, man, Ricky, he laid it bare in that interview. Ooh, wow. You could tell him in a lot for him to actually be in NXT and not be in AEW.
We're gonna skip Wednesday. We're gonna go to Thursday. And right off rip. Did I see and hear correctly, Mr. Cool McCain?
Oh my gosh.
The System and the Cologne formed their new alliance.
Hang a sign upon the door. Say, don't disturb this groove. Oh, sorry, my bad.
And Cool just sitting right there.
So I love the System. I like the idea of it. They needed some more help. Obafemi just beat everybody up, so they need some more help.
I was about to say, it almost seems like to me their time is past. They ruled TNA, and it seems like they started.
I mean, when the main dude is Yeah, when the main dude is like the X Division champion, and he introduced
Mhm.
that new ugly belt, which is trash.
New ugly belt.
Bruh, it looks like a trash version of MJF's AEW championship with that ugly
Oh
strap.
Lord, not
that
that,
don't
not that. Oh no, not the
colors
triple
of the X
B.
division
Oh
belt.
Lord, not the triple B
It's
version of
got a triple
AEW
B
championship.
strap. It's got a clown, man. The X on it is clownish. Like I understand Moose just put it out there. He was not in the meetings in the tornado powder sessions,
Oh
so he
my
wasn't part of
God.
that. But to put that out as a belt, bro, like that's my beef. You know what I'm saying with TNA. Like to put that out as an actual belt. Are you serious? That's bad as that Heritage Cup, bro. If you would make the Heritage Cup look like this, keep the cup.
And what's worse is that is the title that TNA is most well known for.
I'm just going to say, ladies and gentlemen, I opened the door. I did not expect to open. I did not expect that door to be open like that. I didn't do it. I didn't
and again, I'm Cole Johnson, and I approve this message.
Santana was in action. He picked up a dub, but it's what happened after he picked up his victory.
Mm-hmm.
Mustafa Ali and his new group.
That's right. I forgot he made his return to TNA.
They decided to play a video. Let's just say TNA decided to go into their Jeff Hardy WWE bag on this one.
This is your gripe, sir?
No.
Yep.
No, we ain't get to right yet. No, we ain't get to right yet. The reason why I said it because
juice.
Santana, it's been known that Santana has a drinking problem.
Oh Lord.
Yep. So this is the page.
On it. So this is the angle we're going with Mustafa Ali. I don't know how I feel about this angle though.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't work with Jeff Hardy and Shane that well.
Okay.
It didn't really work with Hangman on a page in AEW that well.
I don't know, man. I thought it was entertaining him coming to the ring drunk.
It's working well with The Rock.
You know what? It's going to be 7 o'clock, and we got some things to do. Tessa Blanchard got a dub.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
We got a lot to get to, so I'm not even going to entertain that right now. Tessa Blanchard got a dub.
Tessa, we coming for you. Tessa, we coming for you.
Elijah and Joe Hendry, they had a conversation. The whole "I'm not going to stab you in the back," all that good stuff. But at some point, the knife is coming to the back of somebody. We just don't know who.
Blah blah bliggity blah. Yeah, pretty much.
Steve Macklin was in action against Navarro. Steve Macklin gets the dub.
That's the one person he definitely will beat.
We had a knockout tag team title match. Spitfire defending against the Elegance. Sorry, Cole Johnson. The Elegance did not come out on top.
And I'm sad why.
That's the main people you talk about more than anybody from TNA.
The fact that you have the artist formerly known as Dana Brooke anywhere involved in wrestling is ridiculous.
Some dude named Manson want to beat Sammy Callahan. Who cares?
Yeah. Frankie Kazarian defeated Alsatian. And that'll pretty much do it for TNA NXT. My Brona pick. And this is going to be Cool's Brona pick too. So we have a NXT roadblock coming up, right? Madison Square Garden.
Mm-hmm. Well, yep.
Guess what date is on?
March 11th, right?
March 11th is on a Tuesday.
And
so we put on the AEW.
again, and
Cool. Go. I don't think Cole Jones knows your ritual with AEW when they do stuff like that, which is why I have a problem with NXT doing it.
So we're gonna do major shows during the week with something more important that people are gonna be watching us on. That's a great way to get ratings. That is fantastic. That is such a smart way to get ratings. Great job, NXT. Great job. That's as sarcastic as I can be. Great job.
the problem is, we all know that NXT is the little, and I mean so little that they actually treat it as a crumb, little sister of Raw and SmackDown. And yes, I know that NXT, they have their PLEs on the weekends. I get that. But Madison Square Garden, they've been known to have these shows in the middle of the week. So, of course, not breaking with tradition, that is what WWE is doing. And yeah, a big card like that on the middle of the week, it does suck. But this is what WWE does.
But also at a time where most of America is going to be tuned into what?
Let me see, March 11th. Well, let's see. It's not March Madness yet.
But what happens before March Madness? What we were just talking about before we got on the air.
Okay.
Conference tournaments.
Well, see, the thing is, let me see.
And we're talking about the men's. And we're talking about the men's side too.
Oh yeah, so there we go. If it was the women, I think I'd have an issue with it. It's the men's. That's okay. It's fine.
No, it's not. You have the Big E starting on that day, and you have the ACC starting on that day.
Yeah, well, they can play their games, clear the way, put the ring up, and they can get busy in the evening.
And then it's on a Tuesday, so NBA is on TNT.
And I'm sorry, this is what WWE does. What you should do, since you were a big fan of his, you should complain to that drunkard Dwayne Johnson, playmaker.
I don't think Dwayne had nothing to do with that one.
He has everything to do with it. He's the director of TKO.
He said drunkard.
And I love The Rock, but the dude is falling off the wagon. I'm sorry.
Terramana got it.
I'll save that take for later.
Yeah, because we need to go to AEW.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, so on to All Elite Wrestling.
And we'll get to your comments after the commercial break.
But for time purposes. Yeah. It'll be a quick commercial break. These are limited commercial breaks, by the way. And shout out Real Wise Radio. We on there. Shout out 502 Angel Radio. Y'all be listening to us.
You the man, Wise.
Bada boom, bada bing. So we're gonna make this quick. It was a good show, but it is what it is. So
100.
Brian Keith wanted to get a bounty. The Undisputed Kingdom, I guess they're back to Undisputed Kingdom, even though the shirts just say Undisputed. They picked up a trio win over FTR and Daniel Garcia. Why was FTR and Daniel Garcia is like really needed?
Dude, they still have the kitty music for the group.
Not the kitty music. Good gracious.
I mean, it literally sounds like it should be on Sesame Street. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So I'm gonna make it fast. Hangman had a match with Aaron Solo. Hangman destroyed Aaron Solo. Aaron Solo has not been put in a great light, so that's not a surprise. It then had some words with MJF. MJF told me he needed to check on his friend, and then he came out with blood on his hands and wiped it on a towel, and he beat up and bloodied Christopher Daniels in the back. Then, of course, MJF left because that's what cowards do. So there's that. At the very beginning, before the match, Cope arrived in an ambulance and said that was for the Death Riders.
Oh, I'm sorry.
and
I
Paige
thought
arrived.
Coke. I'm sorry. My bad.
He said Coke,
Yeah.
not Coke.
Yeah, I said Coke. Yeah.
Jeez.
Paige, Heyman Page arrived just before the match in his truck and just went out for the ring. He didn't put his gear on nothing. There's a bounty match between Will Ospreay and Brian Keith.
Why?
Of course, Will Ospreay.
That's the PG way I was gonna say.
Yeah. WTF?
And of course, there's no bounty collected. Then we had a match between a number one contenders match between the Murder Machines and the Outrunners.
Beautiful commentary as you actually laying that up. That's beautiful, man.
Oh, bounty match with no bounty. What the?
The Outrunners defeated the Murder Machines.
Why do you ever name the Murder Machines? You can't win matches.
Why are you two big swole dudes who should be beating people, and you lose to everybody individually and together?
And a group named Outrunners beats a team that's named
some dudes from they think they're in the 80s still. They probably are in those tornado meetings with Tony Khan.
Oh Lord, and see you all think I'm playing when I think that dude basically talks to his dealer and sniffs a pile of mountain high of coke.
We don't think you're playing. We don't think you're playing. We think they put it in a tornado machine and stand in there and have conversations. So he's floating around, getting his skin, nose, and everything. That's what we
because the booking decisions he makes make no sense whatsoever.
Like ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna get to Limits Chamber, but this man, Cool McCain sat here and said there was a bounty match, no bounty,
and nobody was collected.
And he followed that up. He followed that up with a group called the Murder Machines.
That's the third bounty match. Ain't nobody collected on.
Losing to a group called the
Outrunners.
Yes.
Outrunners. Murder Machines got beat by Outrunners.
But here's where things start to pick up a little bit. This is where things start to pick up. This is where things pick up. So Ricochet is going to have a rematch with Swerve Strickland. The way that they were able to get the rematch is Prince Nana went to Tony Khan and got it to be a world title contender match. So whoever wins this match will be the number one contender for the AEW World Heavyweight Championship. And then Nana told Swerve after that, when they were leaving, that he needs him to get back to the old Swerve and he needs him to get his role back, or he don't know if he can continue to do this.
That's cool. So Swerve winning, they're gonna job to Moxley. Okay, cool. Next. I wish I could be excited about that. I'm not.
Well, at least we get another match and we get a chance for Swerve to possibly get some payback and get the roll back for Nana.
Yeah.
We talked about the Undisputed Kingdom match. It was actually a really good match. I didn't know who was going to win because I'm like, ain't nobody got momentum. But then Undisputed Kingdom has a little momentum, so we'll see if they lose next week. But for this week, it looks like they may be, doing a little something with them. Need somebody to challenge for the 3-man titles. All right. Cope took out Claudio and Marina Shafir. So now he's taken out those two, as well as he is taken out
by D1.
He's also taken out what's the dude's name? Pac, the bastard Pac. So he's taking him out as well. So he's taking out 3 of them, right? So that so he's basically saying, hey, you're gonna be by yourself. Jay White helped, and then Willow Nightingale took out Marina Shafir with a concerto. One woman concerto.
All right, so we know.
So she got some revenge for getting choked out twice.
All right.
It took you long enough, Cody.
Harley Cameron to get versus Deonna Purrazzo. I want to say this is your cakes match of the week. Harley Cameron and Deonna Purrazzo. So Deonna Purrazzo is compact cakes, but definitely cakes.
Yes.
Harley Cameron is crazy, but very enjoyable to watch. Does a great job of who she is, which is a psycho that hardly ever wins, but makes you want to at least see her go out and do something crazy.
Yeah.
And then we had the international championship match. Remember last week we had a qualifying match. So this week we have an international championship match. Konosuke Takeshita versus Orange Cassidy.
Let me guess. Orange Cassidy did not win.
Correct, sir.
Then we got that is correct. But it was a really good match. And there was times where you thought it could win. So AEW, I will say this about AEW. I'll make it quick so you have all the time you need for Elimination Chamber, because I know you probably have some excitement you want to talk about.
Exciting. Coach.
AEW is doing a better job of starting to build things. It's starting to build things. They're starting to build towards making something happen. Not just throwing people out there and doing nothing. So that's a plus. That means that Tony's tolerance for the powder is starting to rise. He's able to have a little bit of a clearer ability to do some things on the show. Right. Yeah, so until he increases doses again, we're probably going to get at least some good stuff from AEW. Don't know when the doses will increase. So
here's the minus. Since AEW has their pay-per-view coming in Revolution this Sunday, we know that Moxley will retain the title because Jay White will screw Cope. Oh, I don't mean to do spoilers.
So we were going to talk about that, but I honestly felt like we'll just talk about it after it happens, because you know how AEW do. It'll be 3 matches ahead of time, and then this week on Dynamite, they'll make 7 more matches for it to get it to 15 matches. So
you're right about
that. No point talking about them ahead of time, because you only know about 3 or 4 of the matches, and then after, you know what I'm saying? Because we don't even know who. Yeah. Commercial break time. We gonna stop right now.
That's a great idea. That's an excellent idea.
Because that was about to go off the rails. But we're not
off the rails.
We're not gonna get there. We're not gonna get there. We're not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna be better. Commercial break.
Tessa, we come.
Join the transporter to Hades.
Your butt and gut becomes one.
Join the reformer of hooker whores.
This is my daughter, Placenta Booty Johnson.
Join the bronze car.
Whenever you are in distress, take off your baseball cap and throw it in the air.
Join your very own superhero of broadcasting, Chris Bass.
So whatever color crayon they get, they palm it and do 2 circles, and that translates to, I can be the black people.
As she takes you through the week's paces in Baseline. Live every Saturday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central, Pacific time zone people, just stay asleep when this is on live and just catch the recording. Oh, I'm sorry. Exclusively on the Chris Bass YouTube channel. Whether it's the men's college game,
the way that this season has been going, anything is possible.
The women's college game,
and how passionate Angel Reese was at that press conference, they got their mojo now.
The WNBA,
AJ Wilson-Brown stood at 1 and 2, followed by Brittany Griner, Aaliyah Boston, Jackie Young,
or the NBA.
The Lakers had a 0.8 chance of winning. And then what happened in the 4th quarter? LeBron James by himself outdid the Clippers.
You will get any and all of the information right at your fingertips or your earlobes. Join the Playmaker as he breaks down all things basketball in Shooting Lights Out on the Playmakers blog, network, YouTube channel, and where you can find podcasts. Whether it's news, the largest egg producer finds bird flu in chickens at a Texas plant, weather, devastating tornadoes rip through the heart of the United States, inspiration, a breast cancer survivor completed the journey of chemotherapy, and now begins a future one of matrimony or sports. Michael Jordan is shown on a photo with Diddy. LeBron James has a video extolling the virtues of a Diddy party. This has been yet another Beating a Dead Horse presentation. We got you covered. BS3 Network proudly presents The Morning Shift with Cole Johnson, live every weekday morning beginning April 29th at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central.
Everything Boston. I love you morons. New Kids on the Block, New Edition,
dear whatever the law firm is. Sincerely, the U.S. Supreme Court.
Ben Affleck, Matt Damon. Go yourself again, Jason Whitlock.
It's time for the chamber. It's
Juju Watkins the best player in college.
time for the chamber.
My bad.
Yes.
I'm sorry. Wrong show.
Really, Playmaker? Oh, okay. You sure right. You sure right, Playmaker. All right.
My bad. Wrong show. All right. Before, let me get some comments in here first.
You sure right, Playmaker. Okay.
Jeez, my bad.
Damien says, "Boo USA." Oops, I mean Cena. Damien says,
all right, don't let Pat McAfee come for you.
Right. Damien also says, "I get why Roadblock is a title for title pay-per-view. You have TNA and NXT champs going head-to-head. Pause. And none of them are a title for title matches." I agree. I'm just gonna leave it there. I agree. Damien also says, "Every time I hear Ariana is Santino daughter, I see Santina in her. Laugh out loud."
Oh, not Santina. Oh my God.
Yolanda says, "Hey guys, I'm here now."
How you
That's
doing,
what I
Yolanda?
pose the question to Yolanda. Welcome, Yolanda. Damien says, "Chelsea is like Jillian Hall after the mole on her face. Laugh out loud." That is good. That is good. That is actually very good.
That's about right. That's about
That's
right.
good. I like that.
Yeah.
Yolanda says, "Had to work late, but didn't know she was Santino's daughter." Yep.
Yes, she is. Yeah.
Yes.
Find a
Yes,
grace
all the
is.
AEW talk. She did.
And you didn't.
Damien says, "That sounds like a Diddy match."
Pause.
Yolanda says, "The ruler,
Whoa.
fine and beefy."
You
She
want
said,
to
"I don't know
choose?
moves that
Yours.
well
She
because
made
I
her
know I
choice.
don't get to watch TNA." Damien says, "The system are trying so hard to be the Undisputed Era." There's a couple of differences. The leader of the system has a strikingly unsimilar appearance to the leader of the Undisputed Era. Just put it out there. And Undisputed Era didn't have a female.
That too. Oh, you want to talk annoying? There you go, Alicia. Oh God, never mind.
They got the belt from, and then laughing.
Alicia
And they
Edwards.
laughing because they're saying they got the belt from Temu. They got the belt from Temu, or they got the belt from AliExpress, one or the other.
I'm oh Lord, yeah. Alicia Edwards.
My
That
man
chick
Bobby
makes Chelsea-
is in the building.
What's up?
Beantown Breakdown. What up, Bobby? Bobby says, "Well, I guess hell does freeze over." Cena finally turned. We'll get to that. Damien Hogan Blanchard with the laughing faces. Damien, you wild tonight, but you are hitting it. No Diddy.
He may be wild, but he's on point.
Yeah. Damien says they should have made this show
Taboo
Taboo
Tuesday.
Taboo Tuesday. Should have did it in March, right? Like, if you did this in like April or May, like it ain't really too much going on during the week except for NBA. But you did it in March.
Or better yet, July.
That's poor planning. It's poor planning. Damien says, "I'm starting to think TK is a big fan of Vince Russo and not wrestling." TK is a big fan of power tornadoes. That's what he's a big fan of, sir.
But you might be right, bro.
He says PC need to shave that darn beard. He's starting to look like a hobo. Maybe he does look like a hobo. Maybe that's the look.
Oh Lord.
Then he says, "Wait, so Coke dropping the soap? Oh wait, you mean the other school?"
Oh wow! Wait a minute. Oh,
Pause.
what? Wow. Damien's on one.
Damien is snapping tonight, sir. You are snapping, sir. Kudos to you for your snapperation.
Jeez.
I'm feeling it. I really am. It's over the edge, but it's still. London says Jade showed up and showed out.
And
She sure
that's
did.
where we begin
Right.
at
Yes, ma'am.
Elimination Chamber.
Yes, ma'am, she did.
Alexa
Time for the
Bliss.
EC talk. Let's go.
Alexa
Oh.
Bliss.
I'm sorry. Yeah.
Bailey,
Mhm.
Roxanne Perez, Naomi,
Roxanne.
Bianca Belair, and Liv Morgan. Who's gonna start the match? We know who's in it. We just don't know who's starting the match.
Mhm.
Alexa Bliss comes out first. We know she's not starting the match.
Right.
Roxanne Perez comes out next. Well, we know she
Roxanne.
comes out. We know she's not starting the match.
Roxanne.
Look, the former tag team champions and one of the current tag team champions.
Right.
Bianca Belair comes out. That means it is Naomi and Liv Morgan.
Liv Morgan.
Match.
Oh no, he didn't.
And then right before the bell ring, a storm is coming.
A storm.
Oh, here we go.
It's
The
coming.
moment we've been waiting for. Let's get to it.
Pause. Yeah.
No, I'm about to. I wanted you to wait first. I wanted you to wait first because if you looked at it, now, as me and Cole did on Shooting Lights Out, Cole Johnson loves when I'm actually objective about stuff. The way Liv Morgan played when Jay
gosh
was brilliant.
Oh man,
I agree.
When people want to clown Liv Morgan, I'm like, no, look at that. She's picking up nuances where it's like, okay, I see why you are at the top of the food chain. That was, oh gosh, could not have done that better.
I mean, for somebody to say they had nothing to do with it, she was so like, no.
I mean, she looked like she literally looked like she was about to drop turd in the ring.
Right in her pantaloons.
Right. Yes.
And you know the funny thing is, her, Bianca, and Naomi all came out in white.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. That might be another breadcrumb being laid.
And then all you see, and if you actually looked and paid attention, Jay said, I know you did it. And went straight to Naomi. Now people's like, oh, I don't think you don't get an ass whipping like that if you ain't do nothing.
Right.
You don't get beat the brakes off you if you ain't do nothing.
That is the absolute best Jade Cargill has ever looked, and I'm even including when she was in AEW.
She beat the holy hell out of Naomi.
That is the best Jade Cargill has ever looked. She looked like an absolute monster, and there isn't anything you could do to stop her.
Cool.
Keep her like that.
The Jade Cargill destruction of Naomi.
In the words of Damien, Naomi got her ass beat like a Karen.
Sure did. Whew, goodness gracious.
She came out there and she beat the living monkey out of Naomi. And then after she beat her, Naomi tried to drag herself out the ring. Jay acted like she was finished. And then when Naomi got her head between that bar, Jade broke away and took that gate and almost decapitated Naomi. You know what I said? I said, good for you, Storm. Good for you. Good for you.
In the words of Bernie Mac, she busted to the white meat show.
I'm kind of surprised Cool said that because I know how Cool feels about Naomi.
Yeah, but that's Jade.
Naomi's cool, but goodness gracious, Jade. Oh, she looks impressive. She looked impressive. Goodness gracious.
In that black? Ooh.
Yes. Yeah. She looked good, and the presentation in the ring was flawless.
Now, the question is swirling. I'm gonna get to the question after I get to the match. So we had that Naomi's definitively eliminated. Just definitively, you can't even.
There's no question. She's gone.
Yeah, done. There's a wrap on you, son.
She might be done for a minute.
She may be back for WrestleMania.
That's what I'm saying. Forget Elimination Chamber. Chick may be done for a minute.
Yeah,
she'll be back for WrestleMania, in my opinion. She'll be back. Here's the interesting part. Here's where things get a little interesting because now you guys now we got 5 people.
Mm-hmm.
All right, first person out is Roxanne Perez. So now it's Roxanne Perez, a little Morgan. They get into it. They have their thing. The next person to come out, Bailey. Now it's a triple threat match. And who's the first one eliminated, Cool McCain?
Back up. Liv and Bianca started the match.
It was Bianca, you're right.
Yeah.
Because Bianca wanted to get out the cage, but
Right.
the cage was shut.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna allow Cole Johnson to answer the question. Who got out first? Since he is our wonderful guest for the evening. Who got eliminated first? Cole, I'm gonna let you answer that question, sir.
Oh, excuse me. Wait a minute, hold on. Roxanne. No, John. Roxanne. Roxanne.
What is up with Roxanne, man? What is something we need to know about you and Roxanne? And no, Roxanne was not the first one eliminated.
No, I just like to say that. No, she wasn't the first one.
Right, confusing.
No, it was no. Well, I should name it, but after that, it was Bailey. Bailey was the first one when the match began. They got eliminated.
Mm-hmm.
And she was not pinned by Roxanne, ladies and gentlemen.
Nope, she was not pinned by Roxanne.
Matter of fact, she wasn't even done in by Roxanne.
No, she was pinned by Liv Morgan. Yeah.
Interesting. You saw your first two eliminations, Naomi and Bailey. Question for the panel: who was the first two that was back there when Jay Cargill was getting put into an ambulance?
Naomi and Bailey. I follow where you was going. I've been smelling what you was cooking.
Interesting. Okay. That's something for you to think about. I'm not throwing anything. That's something for you to think about.
Another bit of breadcrumbs being laid. There you go.
I was thinking about it. See, the white is a misdirection for y'all that's not seeing the mist. The white is a misdirection.
It's a huge misdirection, I think.
Because if you think about it, everybody's still pointing the finger at Bianca.
Oh, they're pointing the finger hard at her now.
But Bailey was there too. People must have forgot Bailey was there.
Mm-hmm.
They have Bianca playing the doofus in this, like the ditzy girl. Like, I just need to find out what happened. What you mean you need to find out what happened, BB?
No. I hate to say this. This sounds so callous. As beautiful as the beatdown Jay put on Naomi, it almost was humorous on a humorous level. Just hearing Bianca in the pod. No, why? No, it was humorous.
Are you kidding me? I'm sitting there like, are you kidding me, Bianca? She said, I know you did it, and it whooped her ass.
Whooped the behind, right?
What more do you need to hear, Bianca?
No. I'm like, why, Bianca?
You can't do my boo like that.
And then when Liv teased her after Naomi got rolled out of the arena, people like, shut up. I'm like, Lord, why?
Yeah, they didn't have to do that to her. I wasn't happy about that.
Yeah, but Bailey gets eliminated. Then what most people didn't like. The next one eliminated, Alexa Bliss.
Yeah,
that kind of shocked me.
The building. I hate to say it, although I get in the Triple H vernacular, I get why Liv and Bianca was the last two. But the air was taken out of the building when Liv pinned Alexa Bliss. But I do like how Liv pinned her. Did the roll up, took old Bianca's braid, and yanked it for leverage. I was like, oh, that's ingenious.
She gonna regret. She regretting that braid now.
Yeah, I just want to say, I know it's skipping ahead, but we've got to immediately talk about Bianca hit her with that braid so hard. It was like,
and Rogers Center is not a small building.
And you heard that like he was right up there on top of them.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
Did you see her picture? Good.
She was bruised in the front and the back. I'm like, how in the world?
I bet you won't grab no black woman hair again, will you?
Oh my gosh, yeah. That did
I didn't see it. I heard. I'm like, did Liv Morgan grab her braid?
Oh, So they're on top of one of the pods.
Then I went back and watched it.
Yeah.
She grabbed a braid to brace herself because she was about to fall.
Yeah, she didn't want to fall, so she's pulling on Bianca's braid to steady herself. And then Bianca just yanked that braid and was like, all right, I'm gonna get your Taya. And I mean, you literally heard that snap sound in a cavernous building as Rogers Center.
Gunshots.
It literally sounded like a gunshot. I'm like, wow, that has to be the hardest she ever hit anybody with that braid.
Like moments later, KOD in a 1, 2, 3.
And before that, they actually did a lot of reversals. So they wanted to throw us off. Like, oh, well, Liv might do this. Oh, no, it might be Bianca. Oh, it might be Liv. And then the KOD.
Triple H, I know what you were trying to do, but you won't fool me. Cool. When I sat there and said you were finna put the titles on Liv Morgan and Raquel, we knew it was gonna be either Naomi or Bianca that was gonna win this match.
And I knew at that point that it was gonna be Bianca. I knew it wasn't gonna be Naomi because they already talked like they were coming back. So
me and Cool be on the bandwagon like Naomi has something to do with it, so Bianca frees up.
Yeah.
So Bianca is right now pinned in at WrestleMania. Her opponent is in pencil right now is Rhea Ripley, but there's an EO Sky that has something to say about that tonight on Monday Night Raw for the women's title. And I'm gonna go ahead and say this: I don't care how y'all feel. I don't want no triple threat.
You may not want a triple threat, but that is what you might get.
I don't know. I need my one-on-one Rhea Bianca.
That might be what you need, but it might not be what you get, brother.
You can't always get what you want,
but you can't always get what you need.
But if you try sometimes, you just might find you get what you need.
Now, let's go to the post conference. Bianca is the first guest on the post show. Mm-hmm. She damn near cried on that, talking about what happened to Naomi and Jade. And people still believe she has something to do with it.
Cool.
I didn't like none of that.
Cool, ain't feeling it.
I didn't like none of that. That's not Bianca. I don't like that.
Also, I'm sitting here like, if Bianca really did this, she needs to be in the movie.
Yeah, because it's the Academy Award winning performance.
Even if she didn't, she need to be in one. All that I don't understand. The fudge don't you understand?
Oh boy, but that butt whooping when Naomi was getting that butt whooping from
anytime you get somebody beat your butt like that, come on, man.
You did something.
Oh Lord.
And people in the comments on saying, oh, Naomi does collateral damage. You don't get beat like that if you collateral damage.
No,
that's a personal beat.
Yeah. No, that was not collateral damage.
For the season.
Yeah. I mean, and I've seen some people argue and say, well, yeah, Naomi's a heel. I mean, not Naomi. Jade's a heel. I'm like, no, that was not a beatdown of someone who's evil. That was a beatdown of someone who wanted revenge. You just don't do that. You don't do that type of beatdown, and it's just evil. No, you do that type of beatdown if you want revenge.
Talking about Naomi. Naomi ain't no collateral damage. She has something to do with it. She wasn't alone. I'll give her that part. She wasn't alone.
I agree with that too. She wasn't alone.
Now the two main soldiers, Bianca Belair and Bayley.
Ooh.
They both was in pod, so
now I gotta give Mab. I do have to give dap to Bianca too, but also I gotta give dap to Bayley a little bit because she looked really concerned seeing Naomi getting her butt whooped.
She had that look like
yeah. And but Bayley had it look like
yeah. I loved that. Yeah, I love that look. It was she was concerned for her sister getting whooped, but it was that air of, have we been found out? And it just in that look, so she did good. And after,
and hold on, here's the thing: they show everybody else's face except for Roxanne Perez.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
they even showed Alexa Bliss. Alexa Bliss just came back.
Yeah, I was about to say, and as for Alexa, after they wheeled Naomi out there, she had this look of, what did I come back to? Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh wow. You mean to tell me this is how the women's division is now? Oh no.
They didn't even show Roxanne face.
No.
Roxanne should have been in that match.
They didn't want to put Roxanne versus Rhea yet.
Yeah, she shouldn't have been in that match, but go ahead.
But we started off with a shocker.
We definitely ended with one.
We ended with one, but after that, we had the tag team match. Tiffany Stratton along with Trish Stratus against Nia Jax and Candice LeRae.
I had to waste some time with that crap.
Canada got what they wanted. Trish Stratus came out victorious.
Yay!
That's all need to be said about that. Keep it moving.
Oh, turn the rock and roll.
This is where Cole Johnson goes in the chat and says, yeah, this crowd is pretty dead.
Yes. It's
they're gonna wake up in a minute. Oh, they about to wake up now. Unsanctioned. Sami Zayn versus Kevin Owens.
All right. That Toronto crowd, it literally sounded like they were attending a funeral until that match started.
Well, when you start off with a beat down by Jade Cargill like that, it's kind of hard to try to focus on Elimination Chamber because like she literally just beat the holy hell out of Naomi. Like we happy she came back, but
then you finish the Elimination Chamber, you got a women's tag team match. Like, come on, y'all. That's poor placement. Go ahead, carry on.
Yeah. Yes, Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens. Unsanctioned match, yes.
Now, Pat, I love you. Watch the show every day. You asked for this.
Pat McAfee asked for this? How?
You did not see the episode when Adam Pearce did not want to make the match and Pat was like, yes, make this match. We're gonna get to see them beat the holy out of each other. I can't wait.
Oh yeah, if I forgot about that. I was just so engrossed in Pierce and Zayn. I forgot Pat speaking out of turn. And then saying the opposite once he actually sees it.
You asked for this. That's why I was with Wade. And I'm not usually on Wade Barrett's side, cool. But I was on Wade Barrett's side on this one. Like,
yeah, when you on Wade Barrett's side, that's saying a lot.
I'm with Wade Barrett. Sammy, say that for Mania. Like, say that for Mania. You just not too long ago got Paggett's power drive. You talking about your neck is screwed up.
Yeah, the whole thing was just ridiculous. This was all to give Randy Orton the opportunity to come back. And I know I just spoiled the thing, but that's all.
Right.
It don't matter. They beat the holy crap out of each other.
No, I mean it was basically it was basically half hour of let's see how we could top beating each other up.
Yeah. Just ruthless violence, not even aggressive, ruthless violence.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just ruthless violence. Not saying it was bad, but it was just gratuitous.
Yeah. Like they damn near killed each other.
Mm-hmm.
They'll be back for 2 months.
This is the prime example of in real life best friends of saying, look, I have total complete trust in you. You could do anything you want to me, and they do.
And 2 months,
everything.
They'll love each other again.
And as we predicted, Kevin Owens won the match.
Mm-hmm.
Shocker.
But Kevin Owens wasn't done. He wanted to end.
Yeah, and wanted to package power drive him on cement.
Until I hear
voices in my head. They come to me. They understand. They talk to me.
Randy Orton returns. And I said the Viper. I also forgot they call him the Apex Predator. I said the Viper.
I think we got the Viper last night.
We got the Viper.
And so
we definitely got the Viper.
That was the Viper.
That pun attempt, that was a Viper.
I called for that. I was like, no, go into the corner. They go right up in the corner. There you go. And of course they was gonna tease it. I mean, you just got that. You can't take out the person who took you out right away. You just can't do that.
No, you got to set up the WrestleMania match to do it.
So they teased it.
Mm-hmm.
But that punt, Triple H, you better let him punt Kevin Owens at WrestleMania. You better let him do it. Unless you got big plans with Kevin Owens. Outside of that,
they ain't got nothing for Kevin Owens. He done been in a rivalry with Cody Rhodes for 7 months.
Outside of that, and if he don't, let Randy Orton punt him.
Kevin Owens spent the whole time Randy Orton was gone, losing the Cody
Hey,
Rhodes.
y'all in the Legion Stadium, let him punt for a field goal. How about that? and use Kevin Owens' head as the football. I gotta say, Randy Orton gotta be between Randy Orton and AJ Styles. They got to be the only one who can take a long time off and come back and look better.
Well, yeah, they both really do work hard on their bodies and the craft, and you can just tell. You can just tell with both of them.
Every time AJ come back, the dude looks swollen.
Yeah, he does.
You're like, bro, how you get more swole?
Yeah, you pushing 50 and you getting more and more swole. Jeez, man,
you bigger than you was in your 20s.
Yeah.
Don't y'all be trying to say AJ saucing either. Everybody ain't on the sauce.
No, that's just straight hard work with him.
Yeah. Every time somebody arms get an inch bigger, they be talking about they on the sauce.
Let's get to the comments before we get to the main event.
All right.
Because that's where everything took a turn.
And see, the thing is, because it was Triple H, we know it wasn't going to be about 4 matches. Somebody was talking about that earlier.
Less is more, as somebody else said earlier.
Well, in this case, Les was correct.
Women's tag team match,
because it could have been just 3.
Yeah, because that didn't.
That's what I'm saying. 4 was too much with this card.
You know, you gotta get the hometown pop for somebody.
Hometown pop, and then
you gotta find a better way.
Yeah, hometown pop, and then you try to give a little bit of a rub to Tiffy. Make her.
I don't think she got no rub from that though.
I agree.
So Yolanda says she was just gorgeous, beautiful black women. Of course, she is talking about
complaints there, Yolanda. 100.
Exactly. Yolanda also says Naomi did it, but are they going to have Bianca be involved or not? Bianca should not be involved, but she's playing the ditzy. I don't understand what happened role, and I'm very disappointed that they're doing that with her. I'm not disappointed that they're doing it because she's doing what she's told to do, but I'm disappointed they're doing that with her.
Which makes me think they actually might pull that trigger and actually have her be the mastermind behind it. But I don't think they should go that way. I don't think they should go that way.
Damien says, I like how they did the Jade return. My only critique is if Bianca involved, why not enter yourself in the match and wait until she came out the pod to prevent her from winning? Because Bianca wasn't involved. A good point, Damien. Damien said, I wonder how Liv butt feeling after getting whipped with Bianca hair. Her butt, her daggone whole side.
Probably feeling really nasty even now. Because, jeez.
I knew Damien was going to find a way to do it, and he did it right here. Damien said, way to end Black History Month with black on black crime.
The thing is, Damien, the match took place on March the 1st.
What a way to start Women's Month.
But what a way to start Women's Month.
With woman on woman crime.
There we go.
Yolanda says, but she won, so oh well about the crime. Right. Like,
yeah.
We don't need that crap. We didn't even need that crap. Damien says, question, was it me or did it look like Jay had her face done a little bit? It was you.
Yeah. She looked similar to me.
Yeah. She just got more toned. And actually her face looked a little bit fuller.
Now that I think, yeah.
Yeah. She might have just been chilling and not doing jaw ups.
Jaw ups.
You know they got a bar you can do to tighten your face. They call it like jaw up or something like that.
Brandon, get on your job, son.
Damien says Trish picking out poutine out of her teeth after having Nia butt up her face. That's
not poutine. Not poutine. Oh, Damien, you were on one tonight.
Damien's on tonight. Yolanda says, I was so mad that they didn't let Randy punt Owens. They should have.
Which makes you think he will punt Owens at WrestleMania.
Yeah, he's gonna put him at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Damien said, where in the HE double hockey sticks did they get that Goodwill barbed wire steel chair?
That's when I knew. I was like, oh yeah, they definitely trying to kill each other. That was a barbed wire around the steel chair. What the world we doing here?
Damien says, I like when Orton shakes a security guard hand at RKO.
Mm-hmm.
Damien talking about AJ.
What's your name, sir? Chad. How you doing, Chad?
Damien said AJ taking Hogan vitamins. Come on, Damien. If they
Oh,
did,
if
his
he-
back would be,
look,
look, if
look,
he
look.
did, his back would be bad by now.
Look, if AJ taking Balea vitamins, yeah, his back will be bad, and he'll be saying the N word to every black person he sees,
And he'd be bald.
and be bald. Yeah.
Yolanda says just fine. RKO for me, beefy.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot. Yeah.
She loves us from RKO.
Randy is your man. I forgot about Yolanda.
It's her boot.
Yeah, that's
Yolanda
her
said, "Did y'all see that marks on Liv?" Ooh, they were
yes, on the front and the back. I was like, jeez.
All right, playmaker.
That's
It's
just
time.
that's
Cook.
what the chamber does. And speaking of chamber, the men's chamber. CM Punk, Seth Rollins, Drew McIntyre, Damian Priest, Logan Paul, and John Cena.
John Cena.
Yet again, just like the women, we know the competitors. We just don't know who's starting the match.
But we knew who was gonna win.
So we come out.
Pretty much.
Logan Paul comes out first.
All right.
How surprising. I give Logan Paul points though. He came out with the American flag.
I'm like, look at you being the troll that you are.
He came out with the American flag, so I give him points on that one.
I give
being the world-class troll that you are. I'm like, okay.
The captain of the douchebag army.
You gotta give him that one. You gotta give him that one.
Oh, I'll give him that one.
He came out, so you know Logan Paul's not starting the match.
But he still needs to go away. But I'm sorry. Go ahead, sir.
Nasty hair, Damian Priest's music hit. Damian Priest is not starting the match.
Right.
Drew McIntyre's music did not hit as most people thought. CM Punk music hit. Then John Cena music hit. So we gonna start with Seth Rollins and Drew McIntyre.
Nice.
Okay.
That's actually a good pairing to start. It actually was.
We're gonna start this match off right, and then match is on the way. No eliminations when the first chamber opens. Has to be Damian Priest. Logan Paul enters the match. Okay, we having some fun here. And then, the first elimination, and I had to call it. I just had to be the one to call it. Damian Priest eliminates Drew McIntyre.
After Drew being stupid. It's a Claymore after Cena was doing his thing. F5 and I'm sorry. Attitude adjusting everybody in sight. Hits the Claymore, then wants to talk trash, and then gets rolled up by Damian Priest.
And plus, Drew being Drew, screw Damian Priest. Damian Priest, the next one eliminated.
Yeah, Claymored him on his way out the gate. I mean, out the cage.
Didn't I tell y'all the pencil in Drew McIntyre versus Damian Priest?
Well, I knew those two was gonna pair up.
I knew it, but nobody wants to see that. It's not exciting.
It's not, but hey.
But that's what we're gonna see.
That's it. We're gonna see that in.
Yeah.
So now we get down to CM Punk, Seth Rollins, Logan Paul, and John Cena.
And Logan Paul Penn officially eliminated Mr. Priest.
Thankfully enough, Logan Paul was the next one to go.
Yes. And CM Punk got his slap back.
So we're down to Seth Rollins, John Cena, and CM Punk.
Poor Seth Rollins.
This is getting interesting. So which one of these three can go against Cody Rhodes? Well, we already said we can't beat Seth Rollins and CM Punk because they can't stand each other every time they see each other's on site, which pretty much what caused Seth Rollins. His hatred for CM Punk.
Yeah.
So he gets eliminated.
It cost him again in this match, right?
He gets eliminated.
And got pinned by CM Punk on his way out the cage.
But
yeah, and then
Seth Rollins got the last laugh.
Because he did not get the cage.
He curse stomped CM Punk head into the mat outside.
No, into the steel.
They put patent right there, so it wasn't even steel. So that's why I said mat. John Cena took advantage, saying "I'm sorry," while he put CM Punk in the STF.
Because that is something he does not do.
But he did anyway.
He did it. He did it Saturday night.
I'm sorry.
Forecasting.
Forecasting and foreshadowing, correct, sir.
I'm sorry, and CM Punk fades away, and John Cena, he's going to WrestleMania. Which, like, we didn't know that. He's going for number 17. He's going against Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes comes out.
The greatest of all time.
Cody Rhodes comes out. Shake John Cena's hand. Hey, man, great job. I can't wait to do this with you at Mania.
I'm going to give you a run for the money. It's going to be you and me for that championship, baby.
And John Cena hits the ropes like he's about to leave, and then...
If you smell
Well,
what the Rock... No, you heard that.
You heard that first.
What the Rock is
and then it went,
goofy.
And then it went into Travis Scott song. And then you see Travis Scott out there with the hardcore belt. That must be his belt now.
Oh, that belt was given to him by Triple H last summer.
Okay. He's out there with the hardcore title. And then the other music that everybody loves when the Rock hits. The Rock comes out in all black, by the way. They make that right to the ring. It's the moment of truth. Cody Rhodes, you would come to me. You would embrace me as a brother, and I would embrace you as my champion.
My champion.
Cody Rhodes thinks about it.
Oh no. The fire line though that Rock did deliver, and I will say this: he dropped the Terramana Saturday night. He actually was pretty good in this one. He says, look, if you say yes, you have all of your dreams will come true. But if you say no, the dream dies again. I was like, whoo.
I got to give Cody Rhodes credit. He put on some acting skills.
That was fire. That bar was fire.
It was. Cody Rhodes was, I want it all, Rock. You can hear the crowd. No.
Yeah, he set it up beautifully too. Yeah, Cody did a great job setting that up.
I want it all, Rock. No. But here's the problem. I already sold my soul to the crowd, to the WWE universe,
to this ring, and to the WWE universe.
So you can take your offer, and you can go
Rock
yourself.
Go pump yourself. Loudest
John Cena
reaction.
John Cena is excited. John Cena's like, yes, that's what he get. That's what The Rock gets. That's what I'm talking about. Come here, man. I'm happy. We're gonna go to WrestleMania. John Cena looked at The Rock with a different look. The Rock said, and then John Cena did the unthinkable. A kick to the balls of Cody Rhodes.
Get done then.
And the beating of Cody Rhodes took place. Even Travis Scott got a lick in.
I don't understand how Travis Scott gonna be hitting somebody.
Travis Scott got a lick in.
The heck that nigga. No, I'm sorry.
The Rock takes the belt that he had that says Cody Soul and the date of the dream passing away.
June 11th, 2015. Yep.
And use it to whip Cody like he did last time on
year
on the road to WrestleMania.
Last March, yes.
And yet again,
Cody's mom on it.
Yet again, Cody Rhodes busted open. The Rock did what he did last year. Give me some blood, wipe it on the belt.
But this time, Cena busted him open instead of Rock himself busting him open.
With Cody Rhodes' own Rolex, by the way.
Yeah, with the gifted Rolex from Cody to The Rock that The Rock gave back to Cody, the Raw after WrestleMania.
And then we found out all that happened at Bad Blood was all a setup to this moment. Great, by the way, that they did that and we had no idea John Cena was involved.
This is beautiful. I will say this. This is my favorite heel turn I've ever seen ever. I will say that. It's my favorite heel turn I've ever seen ever. And it probably will go down as probably number 2. Shogun's number 1 because that racist Bolea will probably have the number 1 heel turn ever for many people.
I mean, it was only the birth of the NWO.
Yeah, true, but it also was but people didn't know it, but it also became the beginning of the death of WCW, but I digress. The way they did the turn was masterful. I'm talking about that night. Now, the way they led to the turn.
Meaning the turn literally led was all the way back in October, and we didn't even know it.
Yeah. And in Cena's role, his part in it actually started the night of Royal Rumble. And I mean, all this actually laid itself nicely. So of course he demands that he's going to be in the Elimination Chamber where the other 5 had to qualify for it.
In which nobody complained because it's John Cena, you on your last tour.
Oh, no, they did complain the night before Elimination
No,
Chamber.
not the complaint. I'm talking about the fans.
Oh yeah, fans didn't. And,
okay,
and needed, yeah.
You man, you see your last ride. Go for it. Do what you got to do.
Of course, they said that he had to shoot for a movie, but he did not make another appearance until Elimination Chamber. Then,
right, everybody else ran him down.
Right. Then you mentioned the finish where Cena took advantage of CM Punk's head getting stomped to the ground by Rollins. Let's flash back 2011, Chicago, July 17th, WWE Championship between CM Punk and John Cena, where you have Vince McMahon and John Laurinaitis wanting to interfere on Cena's behalf. What does Cena do? He climbs out the ring, chastises them both, kicks them out the ring. Before he gets in the ring, he gets GTS'd, and CM Punk has everybody in Chicago throwing babies, kissing one another, and roaring and cheering. But in this situation of the Elimination Chamber, no, I'm gonna take full advantage of this, and did not chastise Rollins. He pulled him, gave him the STF. Game over. And then we saw him celebrate Cody Rhodes sticking up to The Rock, but he was celebrating the fact that he was going to be the guy that was going to be the sellout instead of him. All of that, just from Cena's perspective, was brilliant. Now, from the Rouse perspective, I still want to slap him for when he set up this should be all yours, Cody, the Friday before last, because he was drunk. I mean, he sounded like he was drunk. He acted like he was drunk. It just was uneven. But he did make up for it Saturday night. So everything was great, except for that tarot card reading Travis Scott. Why was that clown in the ring? And don't give me because he does Rock's music. Fine, that's the music. Why was he in the ring? That is what pisses me off. He had nothing to do with it. Yes, he gave Cody a slap. He should not have been in the ring.
He made it count too, by the way.
Yeah. So I guess what we're going to see now in WrestleMania, we're going to have Travis Scott in one corner. Let's see. Let me think if we can think of another problematic rapper that we put in Cody's corner. He's from Atlanta. Oh yeah, Future. So we can have 2 problematic rapping dummies not do a thing. That pissed me off. Travis Scott did not have a role in at all in that turn. It tainted the turn for me for it being the best of all time because his involvement did not matter. But everything else they did, letter perfect. And it reinforces Cody Rhodes being the best babyface the WWE has on the roster.
Cool. I know we hit 8 o'clock, but the turn that a lot of people didn't see coming.
Travis, MF, and Scott.
Real simple, man. It was a nice moment, but the question will be what they do with it from here. Like, it was a nice moment. A lot of people are super excited about it. For me, it's like, he healed. We know, let's be honest, he's going to be a heel 6 months at tops.
Pretty much.
Then the last couple of months of the year, if he wins the belt, he's going to lose the belt, and he's going to go on this redemption tour because he can't end up being a heel. So It was a nice moment. A lot of people are, overly saturating the moment, we'll say. But it was nice. It was unexpected. I give it that, but what are you going to do with it? That's the question. Is he going to win the belt?
Hey, I would say this, though. I like the post press conference from John Cena.
Oh, yes, I did too.
I mean, what else could he do? I mean, seriously, what else could he do besides just drop the mic? What else could he do? He wasn't gonna give that and explain why he did it. Is he gonna do that on Raw or SmackDown?
Now here's the immediate effect. People were talking ill about, well, why the heck did we have Jey Uso win the Royal Rumble match if ticket sales was going to be sluggish for a WrestleMania?
Jey Uso ain't the reason why tickets are
Jey
sluggish.
Uso is not the reason at all, because those jokers are
ticket sales are down because
expensive.
the jokers are so dad blame expensive.
The tickets are too expensive. That's the reason why. But
you can have a Rock versus Roman versus Jacob Fatu versus somebody else, and it still would be low because it's too much dad blame money.
And I was pissed about that. I'm like, you putting this on him, and the ticket prices are twice as much now as it was just 2 years ago. Come on now, please. But that talk has diminished because of this turn. So you're seeing immediate, I guess, returns there.
Oh yeah, they talked about it on First Take.
Mm-hmm.
They talked about John Cena turning heel on First Take. Think about that.
So there you go. There you go. So if people want to know what's going to be the main event of the match, of WrestleMania, what's going to close the show, there you go. It's going to be Cena.
Oh, and by the way,
Cody
Unc is
Rhodes.
on your side, Cool McCain, on the Cody train. He mad as I don't know what about John Cena beating up Cody Rhodes. Steven is like, I'm all for it.
Well, you know, Stephen A's a heel. That doesn't surprise me.
And I'm trying to get in the ring.
Sit your 57-year-old down.
Before everybody make change.
It's like, hold up. Oh, you want to? All right. Stephen was like, oh, now Shannon, you did say you had 2 new hips, right?
Shannon, the only thing you want to pin is a woman that you want to tape on IG Live. Shut up, son.
Facts.
So I'm like, all right, now that's how crazy this turn is.
I mean, it's a moment, yeah, but if they don't handle it right, it doesn't matter. It's just a moment. It's got to be more like so. For instance, the Hulk Hogan turn led to this whole NWO thing. It was this big thing, and it revolutionized the business.
It did.
We got 9 months before John Cena is retiring, unless heel Cena is just going to be like, "Screw you guys, I lied. I'm not retiring 9 months."
That could happen. I doubt it, though.
I'm just saying it's got to be one of those two things. It's either got to be he does this for 5 to 6 months. You know, he has the change of heart. John Cena realizes he's for the people, and he's a good guy, and he kisses babies and does make a wish, and this is not a good thing, and
he break a wish now.
Well, we're probably gonna see that.
It's got to be one of those two things.
Mm-hmm. Man, one thing they do, they know how to steal headlines on the road to WrestleMania.
Mm-hmm. So congrats to them. They got that. Now I agree with Cool.
All 3 of us agree with Cool. We need to see this maturate to.
They have 7 weeks to have a jump off point to make this be something monumental. And then if they fail on April the 20th, because I think that's when the match is going to happen, then I agree with Cool. Doing this heel turn was for nothing.
All right, I'm just going ahead and spoil it for you people. The 3 of us are basically saying John Cena has to win at Mania now.
He must. It's a must.
There's no other way. He has to. Yeah. He has to break the record. Yes. And Ric Flair, sit your butt down. I saw your tweet.
Oh, I love Flair. That's my favorite wrestler ever. Come on, dude. You're 76. You know the deal, and you know someone's gonna pass you anyway. And I'm sorry, it's not your daughter who passed you first. But you can be happy about her. You can be proud of her. She'll pass your divorce record very soon. Celebrate that. Woo!
You do not want that for your daughter. It's just terrible. But yeah, is amazing, but what turning John Cena does to the world.
But yes, you do speak for his playmaker when you said Cena has to be Cody, because if Cena's doing the honors even as a heel turning now, that's all for naught. All for nothing.
So, with that being said, that'll be it for us. Let's see what's going on Raw. We're going to see if we're going to get my one-on-one matchup between Rhea Ripley and Bianca Belair, since I'm pretty much 3 for 3 right now. Or we will get what most people are saying. We're going to get some type of screw up in this match between Rhea Ripley and Io Sky, and we're going to turn it into a triple threat.
Well, WWE has a hard on for seeing Io Sky wrestle in big matches. That's why I say that.
Even though you don't need Io involved in the world title match for Mania, in my opinion.
Agreed.
So, Cole Johnson, thank you for joining us again.
Thank you, gentlemen. It's always a pleasure, and I appreciate you giving me the time, man.
And as we get closer to WrestleMania, me and Cool will let you know how the scheduling of this show will take place, because we're not going to do the same thing we did last year. But I might have figured out a good way to give you everything you need.
All right. I did that.
So, Cool, take us out.
See, I know. Tell 4 of them people you think are your friends that may or may not really like you. And also tell 4 people who you know may not be too fond of you. Just because they may or may not like you does not mean that they won't like us, because they will. Right? They will. Real Wise Radio, Angel Radio, appreciate y'all. Everybody watching, Shady Sports Network. You can also catch these episodes on Rumble. So yeah, we moving on out. If you're watching from the Playmaker side or you watching from the other side, make sure you check out Playmaker and his tomfoolery that he does on his side as well. We already tell you what Cole Johnson be doing. He got it behind him in the corner so you can see it.
That's right,
You know what I'm
baby.
saying? Hey, your boy done toned it down. I ain't doing 50 shows no more. Your boy done toned it down. We ain't doing that no more. We done with that. Playmaker could be the hardest working man. He can have it. Okay? He can have it. But
Tone it down.
never where you start. It's always where you finish. And I finish it with less shows. So, y'all. But you can catch me every other Sunday night for now. It'll be every Sunday night soon. If you just drop it, just leave below, you'll see what that's all about. I ain't even gonna take the time on here. It's in there too. Holla at your boys. We'll see y'all next week. Cole, as always, a pleasure, my dude.
Thank you, brother. Thank you, Playmaker.
I guess we're gonna get up out of here. Raw on, go watch it. We'll talk about it next week. We ain't talk about Raw SmackDown because we had the Elimination Chamber. Y'all know what it is.
That's right.
Monarchs out.
You a trip.
Yes, sir.
You a trip.
Yes, I is.
I ain't doing 50 shows. Oh, goddamn.
I ain't doing it no more. Y'all got it.
All right. I figured out a way we can do everything we need to do for Mania.
Okay.
I had to look at my schedule. So I actually took Friday all the way through Monday off. So Monday show, regular show is normal, right?
Okay.
Depending on what you're doing Saturday afternoon, we can talk about what happened during that week of WWE. And then preview the Mania card, stand and deliver. Don't you have to worry about coming back until our regular time Monday.
So you just want to do a Saturday show before Mania and Stand and Deliver.
Yes.
And that's the only one.
Yes.
What time is Stand and Deliver?
That's a good question. I don't even think they put the time for that.
Trying to remember who liked wrestling. I'm starting up the Monarchs of Wrestling group. Trying to figure out who liked wrestling. Maybe I just do it this way. I put a few people in, and I just let people know that it's a group they want to join. We'll do that.
They ain't putting no time on it yet.
We'll have to have a time because it depends on what time it is.
I think last year they did it like at 2 or 3 o'clock.
Yeah, depending on what time that starts, because you will have to be on. You'll want to be on at least an hour before then, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we have to see what time it starts before I can definitively say yes. Because I'll be having a lot going on Saturday. But
if we can't pre-book, we can always recap it.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, that way you ain't have to worry about doing so many shows that week.
I mean, or we could just what we could do is instead of doing both nights like we did last year, we could do one review show late Saturday night for Stand and Deliver in night 1, and then preview night 2, and then just do our regular show Monday.
Either way works.
Okay. I dig the one show thing. I dig that like that. I completely with that. I'm just thinking if we do the late show, that'll give us a good chance to, you know what I'm saying, have a couple of shows that's happened to talk about and still be previewing night 2, because we know night 2 is going to be the most exciting night. We know how to do with night 1.
Yeah, it happened last night. Oh, I took that full weekend off. Okay, bet. All right. But we'll see. Whenever they decide to release the times.
Yep, I'm gonna just invite everybody. If people want to join, to join.
Yeah. All right, let me get out of here and watch Raw.
All right. Once you do join, sir, I will make you an admin.
All right, that works.
All right, sir.
All right.
Do I even have it in here? I hope so. I'm gonna have to add it. That's gonna be a pain in the ass. It don't matter who the fuck it is. The one thing I know is they're gonna call me right smack dab in the middle of the fucking show.